Hey guys, and welcome to this Warcraft replay. I kind of gave up on my new opening. It kind of felt uncomfortable. Either way, this is going to be a little different. No Zotac, even though Zotac did finish. This is going to be from WFC, which basically is a clan war. But this is just random. I haven't really followed on WFC recently. Or maybe at all, but either way it's gonna be a Night Elf versus Undead. We have NGu.Alice, or Never Give Up Alice, spawning as the purple Night Elf player in the bottom region of the map, and his opponent is going to be sbwfz, spawning as the blue Undead player on the top region of the map. The reason I chose this series was primarily because the maps were a little different than the usual map pool, but I doubt that will really much change the way of playing the game. Either way, not really much on both these players. Both players have been around for at least a good number of years. sbwfz, if anyone knows what that means, I would really appreciate it. I mean, there's like so many people that do the same thing, like White and Nerdy, Hail of Anger, but sbwfz, I'm wondering what that stands for, if it stands for anything. The way it looks like we're going to have an Ancient of War creeping coming in from Alice, and he is going to be taking a Warden. Warden versus DK. DK is going to kill that Wisp. Actually, I'm going to show you the map, seeing as it's pretty much the first time I've ever seen it. This map is called Mystic Canyon, and it is not a default Blizzard map. Warden is going to get that kill. Let's just show you around the map. Green creep camp right here, 2 wizards and a satyr. An orange creep camp, 2 night crawlers and 2 huntsmen, and just rest and normal murlocs. Looks like a DK got another wisp kill right over here. Goblin laboratory guarded by an orange creep camp, which is currently being cleared out from Alice. This renegade wizard is holding the item, not being dealt with yet. Okay, looks like the main expansion is guarded by a bunch of furbolgs, an Ursa warrior as well, providing that command, or a green creep camp right here. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Mercenary camp, guarded by a troll warlord. So that is... it's not going to be difficult, but alongside that mercenary camp, I'm pretty sure that camp's going to be cleared out very soon. Second expansion guarded by not really that difficult creep camp, really. This is also orange. Strange. Looking over here, Renegade Wizard still not being dealt with. Warden needs one more kill. Probably will get that after the skeleton and get to level 2. Okay, going back to the middle, we have a Goblin Merchant guarded by 3 furbolgs, all level 4, so that's orange. Again, not really difficult. Tavern in the middle as well, and that's pretty much the map. This does not look like a very late game oriented map. But let's see. Oh, apparently this is a red creep camp? The positioning kind of indicates that is a natural expansion, but the difficulty of that creep camp might actually say otherwise. Either way, we do have the undead player. I'm just gonna say races because I do not want to say 5 letters every single time. I will make some exceptions, but you know, primarily it looks like the undead player is going to get himself those crypt fiends. I'm not sure if he built a graveyard early on or something like that, but it is pretty much the standard opening. Tier 2 is also nearly complete. We do have a Nerubian tower at the main base as well, so that is going to discourage that warden from trying to harass.
A player's forces are
Now we do have this creep camp trying to be cleared out from Alice, but sbwfz will be able to interrupt that and putting a lot of damage on that Ancient of War as well. Okay, Warden, did she try her hand? No, she didn't. She is back here. She purchased herself a Boots of Speed and got a +3 ring from that orange creep camp earlier. Hunter's Hole has been completed and Ultravision is being researched. We are still a couple of seconds, maybe a minute away from tier 2, and then we'll most likely see those double Ancient of Lores. Black Citadel immediately for the undead player, and we also have the Lich being trained up. Okay, looks like sbwfz is looking rather fine. I mean, technology wise he is going to be ahead for quite some time. However, he needs to get that DK, or at least a bigger army at just in case that Warden just decides to go and harass. Warden halfway to level 3, probably will get it after this creep camp. DK, still not even level 2, but it looks like he will be able to reach that after this one. Death Coil and Frost Nova is being used. The Lich is tanking quite a bit of damage. Rejuvenate just used on that Furbog, but will be killed off before the major healing happens. There we go with another Rejuvenate, but is going to be killed off as well. Death Knight is going to reach level 2, and that Unholy Aura is going to be trained up. Warden, I believe she is level 3, and yes she is. She will be able to harass with a level 2 Shadow Strike most likely. Manual of Health has been dropped. That is going to be 50 health. 50 health. That could have been used, but is not. Sword House is going to produce its second statue. We're probably going to go relying on destroyers here for sbwfz. Primarily against those bears that are potentially going to be the choice for Alice. I can't imagine Alice going for a mass Dryad army against the Crypt Fiend army, so yeah, it might be bears to answer that. And yes, Alice is gonna go transitioning into bears after getting a couple of Dryads, as adept training is being upgraded. Oh, apparently we have Spider Camp over here. Did not notice. Huh. By the way, it doesn't really look that strong. It is green after all. I think the undead player is starting to get an edge. He is about to get a very, very strong hero combination. We also have a Dark Ranger as the third hero for sbwfz. Let's not be able to get to level 2 just quite yet. Warden is going to be blinking up here and trying to go after these acolytes. One of them will be killed off thanks to that Shadow Strike, and another is being chased by that Warden. There we go with another Shadow Strike. That's a guaranteed kill on that acolyte. And the TP staff coming in, trying to retreat and using those Moonwells back to full health as the undead player is starting his attack. This Moonwell is not looking very good. It is about to pass its 50% health mark. We also have an Ancient Protector, so probably will be used to great effect if only the undead army was in range. Now these Dryads are taking a lot of damage from that Crypt Fiend. We do have one bear out, but is that going to be enough? I think it is. 3 heroes, 3 Crypt Fiends, and 2 statues versus a lot of units. Right now it is 40 versus 44, but primarily the undead army is 15 food supply made of heroes. So yeah, gotta think about that. By the way, Alice is going to continue on creeping. Want to get to that level 4 on the Warden. Level 5 is obviously where the Warden will pretty much shine. And let's see how this will happen. Will she get a creep jack? We have that troll warlord being killed off, and a wand of mana stealing is going to be picked up. I'm actually very surprised on the poor quality of that item from such a powerful hero or creep leader. And we have one destroyer in the air. We'll be able to consume on those rejuvenates and roars, and pretty much just spew back out on those bears. Blink is on that warden as well. So we're not going to go Fan of Knife, Shadow Strike. Level 3 on that DK, probably going to get level 2 Death Coil. And this is not looking good for Alice, really. Those bears are obviously going to get gobbled up by those, by that destroyer. And those dryads will get demolished by those crypt fiends, so it's going to be a very difficult obstacle to overcome. Ancient Protector is going to go after that destroyer, but it will be pulled back, and Alice is going to pull some wisp to try and repair that Ancient Protector. We have a couple of crypt fiends. This might be a little too many for Alice to actually engage. He does have four bears right now, 3 of them in bear form. But is that going to be enough, especially since that destroyer is still alive and obviously can be death coiled back to full health? And here we go with a burrow on that crypt fiend. We'll be able to save him. One bear is going to be taken down, but its level 2 Shadow Strike is going to be casted on that DK. One crypt fiend is going to be death coiled back to full health, and a TP score is going to be coming in from the Undead Army. Dark Ranger, is she going to be taken down? No, she will be able to live with 180 health. And sbwfz still has a significant army, just needs to heal them back up. 52 versus 46. Alice needs to find some way of actually answering back. Looks like he is going to go after this raid creep camp, hopefully get a good item out of this, otherwise it probably will be sold off for gold. Oh, there we go with a very, very nice wall stomp, stunning the majority of the army right here. Close attack plus 12. Ooh, I'm wondering how effective that item will be. Obviously plus attack damage throughout is a very good thing, but will it be a game-changing item? Not sure. Either way, hero count, we have a level 3, level 2, near level 3, and where's the DK at? Level 3 Death Knight versus a level 4 Warden? 4 Warden. 4.5. And with the silence on that Warden, Abolish Magic is going to take care of that. Sentry Ward has been placed down from the sbwfz. And we have an Abomination as well for his army composition, so he is pretty much all rounding his army, as well as Banshees. Banshee is going to really reject that Warden, forcing him to probably get Fan of Knives and try and overload that anti-magic shell. Anyway, skeletons are going to be used as mana fodder. Shadow Strike is going to be casted on that Dark Ranger, but the statues are going to try their best to try and heal her back up. Okay. Destroyer still not being dealt with. Another Frost Nova taking down an archer, and a skeleton is going to be used for another dark ritual just in the nick of time. Ancient of War is currently rooted, not producing anything though. I'm not sure why he is not engaging the fight. Uprooted, either way. I don't think we have a staff preservation play from Alice, so that is really gonna hurt his army count. But if you can actually take one of these heroes, it might actually work for him in his favor, but that is not gonna be the case. Shadow Strike, I'm not sure if that was wise to go after the Abomination. I think the heroes would have been better. As we can see right there, another Shadow Strike forcing that invulnerability potion, and we're probably gonna have that Scroll of Healing being used. Dark Ritual gonna deny that abomination. That is a lot of experience denied. If Undead player is going to get level 3 on that Dark Ranger, and a TP scroll once again coming in on that DK. One bear, two bears are going to be taken down simultaneously, and that is pretty much in total I think 4 bears taking out in that fight, so that is a significant amount of resources compared to sbwfz, compared to the Undead player. It looks like he only lost like 2 Crypt Fiends and I believe an Abomination, and that's pretty much it. But sure, he did use a lot of items during that fight. He used a Scroll of Healing, Invulnerability Potion, TP Scroll. I mean, we gotta consider those things as well. Now, sbwfz's army is now supported with Banshees, and that is pretty much going to be an anti-Warden decision. Obviously Dryads are going to be a major range threat, but they can easily be taken out by those Crypt Fiends through simple focus fire. And of course Dryads don't really do that much damage compared to those Crypt Fiends, which both units are currently 1-1. We do have 2 Hunter's Holes. No, we do not have 2 Hunter's Hole. Wellspring is being researched, and this was a replacement Hunter's Hole. I'm surprised. I did not notice that first one being destroyed. +1 in armor is being researched as well.
A town is under siege.
And ooh, this is a... how big of an army is it? I'm not sure. Warden is going in to try and harass. Level 5 on that Warden is going to get that Acolyte taken out. Will she be back in time to try and defend the base? sbwfz's army is 64, while Alice is 58. Okay, Wellsprings has been completed, but the problem is it is not nighttime, and we currently have 4 Banshees out. 4 Banshees worth of anti-magic shell, and Curse as well. Curse is going to be a major spell against the bears and the Warden. Not really against the Dryads as they're anti-magic, but still. Okay, anti-magic shell is going to be casted all over. I believe the statues can also take the spell as well, but pretty much no point as the statues are mechanical anyway. And another Moonwell is going to be destroyed. That had some mana in it, so that's kind of a waste. 5 bears. Warden is going to get that level 1 Fan of Knights, probably. I believe that was level 1, as I don't think she had that Tomb retraining just quite yet. This Abomination is going to be taken out, but at the cost of a bear and I believe 2 Dryads, or at least 1. Another bear is going to be taken down. Death Core is going to heal up that Crypt Fiend. This Crypt Fiend most likely will burrow itself. There we go. No Dust of Appearance either way. Level 4 on that DK. Level 2 Unholy Aura is probably going to be trained up as well, or he is going to get himself that Death Pact for additional denial. And here we go with Alice giving the GG as sbwfz overpowers his opponent. So that is going to be game 1 of this series. Obviously 3 heroes are better than 1, unless that hero was, you know, majorly fed. Either way, I do apologize for not uploading in a long time. Game 2 will be up very soon. I'll see you guys next time.